Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is someone who puts in real effort at work and likes to keep things organized and on schedule. He means what he says and works hard towards his goals, but these are usually practical rather than ambitious dreams. Still, his strong work ethic means he will likely keep moving up slowly but surely.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to get upset quickly. He might snap, yell, or say things he later regrets. He doesn't handle pressure with a calm face, and it's easy for him to feel stressed or withdrawn if things don't go as planned. He won't give up, but you may need to give him space when he's angry or frustrated.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work respect him for being polite, helpful, and hardworking. He tries to do the right thing and speaks respectfully, so he doesn't go out of his way to make enemies. This can make some people wary of getting too close.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he will try to feel happy for you, but it might also make him uncomfortable deep down. He wants to be strong and respected, so if he feels left behind or not as successful, he could start getting moody or touchy. Just remember, his reactions are about his own worries, not your success.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he will likely feel a bit hurt or insecure, though he might not say it out loud. He wants to be seen as dependable and strong, so your higher earnings could make him worried about his own place in the relationship. It's important to reassure him that respect and love don't depend on money.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is quite careful with money and likes to keep things organized, so you won't see him spending without thinking. He believes in planning ahead and watching his expenses, usually sticking to budgets and making sure bills are paid on time. If you share money matters, you'll notice he keeps track and expects you to do the same.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't try to show off or pretend to have more than he does. In fact, he's likely to be practical and cautious, avoiding unnecessary expenses and choosing simple, sensible options over flashy ones. You won't find him borrowing or making big promises just to look richer.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is kind and caring in his actions, always ready to help someone in need or show support through thoughtful gestures. But when it comes to money and daily life, he can be quite strict and careful. If you value generosity in spirit, you'll notice it more in his steady, reliable support than in grand or open handed spending.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is generally open and honest about money. He likes things to be clear and in order. So he will usually share details and make sure you both understand where the money goes. If you have questions, he won't hide answers. He prefers to keep everything straightforward.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in doing his part and doesn't think housework is only your job. Since he values order and taking responsibility, he won't shy away from helping with chores, whether it's cleaning, fixing things, or running errands. He expects everyone in the home to pitch in and keep things running smoothly.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who will genuinely roll up his sleeves and get involved with housework and taking care of children. He won't just stand around and tell you what to do. He believes in everyone doing their share and will tackle chores, cooking, or even changing diapers without acting like he's doing you a big favor. He wants the home to run well and he knows it takes teamwork to get there.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He often gets caught up in wanting things done his way, so when disagreements happen, he may argue to prove his point instead of listening deeply to your side. If he feels challenged or criticized, he can become stubborn or heated, focusing more on defending himself than understanding your feelings. Patience will help, but expect him to be firm and not easily moved during arguments.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he struggles to keep his cool and can say things that are sharp or hurtful. Sometimes his temper gets the better of him, and he may raise his voice, make sarcastic remarks, or act bossy and aggressive. He doesn't mean to be cruel, but in the heat of the moment, respect can slip away.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry quickly, especially when things don't go his way or he feels challenged. His temper can flare fast, and he may say or do things in anger that he later regrets. This is not something you should ignore.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
When he's calm, he can say sorry and admit his mistakes, but this doesn't come easily for him. In the middle of an argument, he's more likely to blame you or make excuses, turning things back on you instead of taking responsibility. It's hard for him to let go of his pride and just admit when he's wrong.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He wants to be kind and fair, but when emotions run high or he feels strongly about something, he might struggle to accept a firm no right away. Sometimes he may push back or try to argue his point, hoping you'll change your mind. If he's calm and in a good mood, he's more likely to understand and respect your limits.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He might feel hurt or rejected, even if you gently explain your reasons, and could become withdrawn or a bit cold for a while. Be gentle but firm in your explanation and encourage open talks about feelings.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can generally trust him to keep private moments safe and not use them to hurt or embarrass you. He understands the value of trust in a relationship and usually treats your private life with respect. However, when very angry, he might say sharp things, but using your privacy as a weapon is not in his nature.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is generally faithful and values loyalty in relationships. His nature is steady and he tends to stick to routines rather than chase after new excitement or attention from other women. He believes in responsibility and maintaining trust at home, so he is not easily pulled away by temptations.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not naturally overpossessive or suspicious, but he does like things to be in order and wants to feel respected and important in the relationship. If he feels ignored or insecure, he might become a bit bossy, question your choices, or want you to keep him informed about your plans. Open, honest communication can help keep small worries from growing into bigger problems.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
His protective side mostly comes from wanting to keep you safe and make sure everything runs smoothly, not from a desire to control you. He values order and responsibility, so he may sometimes set strong rules or expect things to be done a certain way. Whether this turns into real control depends on how you both handle things.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and believes both parents should pitch in and share the work. He feels it is his duty to take care of the family, and he will step up to help with raising the children, guiding them, and managing daily routines. You won't be left alone to handle everything because he's willing to share the load.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper quickly. He cares deeply about doing things right, so mistakes or chaos can frustrate him. However, his quick temper can sometimes hurt feelings and make the kids feel scared or upset.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will support your role as a mother and respect your hard work at home, making sure you feel appreciated for all you do for the family. However, when it comes to you having your own hobbies, friendships, or career, he might need some time to understand and accept that side of you. With honest conversation and gentle reminders, he can learn to respect your need for personal space and growth.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might encourage your career at first, but once a child arrives, he could expect you to focus mainly on home and family. He truly values order and feels a strong sense of duty to keep things running smoothly. So he may believe it's best for you to handle most of the household and childcare tasks. This can come as a surprise if you weren't expecting it.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will act very polite and respectful towards your parents, making sure to greet them properly and show good manners. However, his warmth may not go much deeper right away. He's likely to keep things more formal than friendly at first. He believes in doing the right thing and wants to make a good impression, so he won't be rude or dismissive. He will make a real effort to show respect and good manners with your family, trying to follow their basic customs and expectations.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to get upset quickly and may react with anger or frustration instead of staying calm. He values order and peace at home, so any stress from outside can throw him off balance. He doesn't mean to hurt you or cause more problems. He just struggles to stay cool under pressure.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might be modern and supportive with you in private, but expect you to behave like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He wants his family to feel proud and comfortable, so he may ask you to follow customs, dress modestly, cook, or act reserved when elders are around, even if he doesn't expect all that at home. If you want more freedom, you'll need to talk openly and set clear limits together.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension with his family, he will try to support you, but it may not always feel strong or open, especially in front of his parents or elders. He wants to keep peace and order, so he might choose to stay neutral or ask you to adjust rather than openly stand up to his family right away. This can feel lonely sometimes, so be clear with him about what support you need.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He isn't a full mummy's boy, but his loyalty to his family, especially his mother, runs deep. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he will feel very torn. This can leave you feeling unsupported during tough moments.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He usually values privacy and tries to keep personal matters between you and him rather than sharing every detail with his mother or sister. However, if he feels very troubled or stuck, he might sometimes turn to his mother or a close sibling for advice, especially if he has always depended on their opinions. This can lead to more misunderstandings or outside pressure in your relationship.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Day in and day out, being with this man means living a life that feels steady and organized, but sometimes strict and intense. You can count on him to work hard, keep routines steady, and make sure everyone's needs are met.